Hello and welcome to another Saturday Swedish Hockey League afternoon. I am Matt and we have got an absolute thriller right going on now. It started a couple of minutes ago. It is a huge one in the SHL at the bottom. Malmö against Rögle. Malmö in 12th, Rögle in 11th, or if I've got that the wrong way around. No, Rögle are in 11th. There's just 1 point between them. Huge derby game at any time of the year, but both teams are absolutely desperate for points. Huge crowd on hand at the Malmö Arena, including plenty of Rögle fans, so it should be a classic. There's currently a power play for Malmö because of a too many men on the ice penalty taken by Rögle. We're just 2 minutes into this game. So that's a shocking start to it all, but looks like Rögle are going to get through it. It's just 10 seconds to go on that now, so they should come through okay. I just need to, as always, I know I say this every time as I look around my camera, doesn't matter how hard I try and prepare for these live streams, I always find a way to make it a bit of a last minute faff, but we are just about ready to go. Oh, there we go. So I'll just click on that one. Righty, that should be done and ready to go. So, oh blimey, Luleå have already gone up 1-0 on Leksand after Leksand are in horrendous form. It's either 6 losses in a row or 7. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they are not doing well. But there we are. Right. Just need to test something. Here we go. Hello on the chat. Here we go. There we are. So the YouTube chat is up and running. So get in contact. If you're watching the game live, I'll be sort of commenting along rather than commentating, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, a really crucial game for both teams here. So should be a good one. There we are. Ooh. Stick going flying there. So 0-0 so far. We're coming up to 4 minutes gone. No shots on target for either team. It's been a typically kind of frantic start, I think. You've got so much energy from the crowd, over 11,000 there. And a big contingent from Rögle, which always helps the atmosphere when you've got a good away contingent. And yeah, a really important game for both teams. Right, going to finally be able to get my team up in front of me on my iPad. As Daniel Marmeland in goal for Malmö, just covers up. So looking at the team so far, Larry, Pahuniemi, Jani Kukkonen and Carl Persson on the top line for Malmö. Anton Volby, Fredrik Hondermark, Jan Olofsson on the second line, Kim Rusdahl, Van Barneco and Robin Alvarez on the third line. Berg Paulsen, Forsberg and Huerby are on the fourth line. Axel Sundby is the extra skater. At the defensive end, opportunity for Rögle in front. On the defensive end for Malmö is Olas Mattsson and Joachim Ryan, Teemu Kivilhami and Johan Iversen, who's back in the team. Dominic Bardinka, Matthias Lassen and Nuti Fitasalo is the extra defender with Daniel Marmeland in goal. As I mentioned, for Rögle, there's a couple of changes here. Henry Bolby and Anton Bengtsson are back in the team and they go straight onto the top line, flanking Rodrigo Arbols, who scored a crucial goal at the end of their most recent game. Although they lost against Frölunda in overtime, he scored the 3-3 equaliser to at least get them a point. Second line, Adam Tambellini, Simon Rifors, Daniel Czar. Third line, Linus Sandin, Brady Ferguson, Dennis Everby. Fourth line, Albin Sundsvik, Linus Hardin and Axel Smeds. Simon Zephyr is the extra skater. And on the defensive end, Brando Davidson, Adam Engström, Liam Bixell and Michael Kepler, Ludwig Klassen and Lucas Ekestol Jonsson. Valdry Filjanin is the extra defender. And is Christopher Riefolk in goal. So there we are. 2 other games, you can see the scores below. So Team Raw against Thekla, who lost in a classic shootout against Färjestad on Thursday, and Leksand against Luleå. As we noted just a little bit earlier, Luleå have already taken the lead in that one. There we are. I feel like I'm finally ready to go on, what was it, 46 minutes into the game. Okay, well, we're here at last. We're here at last, everybody. It is a nice day here in England. It's cold, but sunny, which you can't complain at for 24th of February. Right, let's have a go at the... let's have a go at this game. So 1 shot on target for Malmö so far, 2 shots for Rögle. And an interesting start. Never good to take too many men on the ice penalty, especially so early on, but Rögle were able to weather that storm. Malmö weren't able to take advantage, so it settled down a bit in there. It's a good shot on Malmö's goal. Gets pushed to one side. It's the 3rd line out there for Rögle at the moment. Sandin, Ferguson and Denisova by. They've been quite bright in the first couple of shifts, so far as I've seen. There's a shot. Doesn't get through though. Rodrigo Arbols is now on, and Malmö are able to get it clear. Malmö skating it out of their zone. Saw the bit of a feeding out process so far for these 2 teams. I think there's the energy of the crowd, but there's also a bit of caginess given that it's a derby and given that there's so much at stake, because both teams are in a very poor position at the moment as Marmeland covers up. A sort of a shot come cross from Daniel Zar. Ooh, and Daniel Zar is getting into it with Iversen, but it's just a bit of handbags and nothing really there. Linesman comes in and separates them. But yeah, it is a tricky situation for both teams. Rögle in particular. You look at the squad they've got, they really shouldn't be down the bottom like that. The sacking of the Abbott brothers hasn't really changed the course of their season. I'm not sure how far they thought it would. But if they thought that was going to jumpstart them up the standings and get them nicely into the playoffs, that is not what has happened under Roger Hansen. Still various rumours about who may be the head coach next season. That's now Malmö have a chance, and that's a weak shot on target, but Riefolk is able just to grab it. That was by Teemu Kivilhami. There's a whistle on the play, yeah. Looking at Thomas Kohler and the Malmö bench at the moment. He's clapping his players, chivying them up, chivying them along. You look at the standings, they've both played 44 games, so 8 games, including this one, to go. Malmö in 12th on 53 points, Rögle in 11th on 54 points. Ulvehetet aren't too far behind in that 13th place. We know Oskarshamn are already in the relegation playoff, so 2 or 3 wins from here should make both teams safe, but until they get them, there are going to be a lot of nerves. That's going to be icing against Rögle, so we'll go down to the other end. 9 minutes gone in this one. Goalless and no real big chances so far. Just looking at my stat sheet for the other two games. So Timrå and Växjö. Leksand and Luleå. 4 more games a little later on, starting at 6 p.m. Swedish time, 5 p.m. here in the UK. We're an hour behind. Face-off goes behind the Rögle goal, so they will keep control of the puck and bring it out. Nice move. And the Malmö player, the home fans wanted a tripping call on it, but looked like a good non-call, as they like to say. And we are showing some fight. Oh, it's gone in! Out of nothing! It's gone in! It's gone in off Brady Ferguson. What a calamity that was. Totally unintended by him, but it was a fairly innocuous shot on net. That was by Teemu Kivihalme. And it gets flicked in. Didn't really see what happened there, I'll be honest with you. Kivihalme was just coming in. Thought, well, that's a pretty simple situation for Rögle to deal with. We're seeing a replay now. Nice move by him. Had 2 men on him. I mean, he just flicks it. I mean, it's not on there. He just flicks it into the centre. It's not going in. And it clips off the skates of Brady Ferguson, I think. And gives Christopher Riefolk no chance with it. So, an early lead for Malmö. It's going to go to Kivihalme, although it's a bit of a cheap one for him. I know you'll take it all day long to get those stats on the board, but strange situation there. All right, let's see if I can do a little bit of writing. Would be handy. So it's a goal for Teemu Kivihalme. If I could write on my iPad. There we go. So, first blow goes to Malmö in this one. It's precisely what you don't want to do as the away team, right? Give up a cheap goal. Silly goal, really. Oh, and they're giving it away there, and they were lucky, Rögle, because Malmö ended up offside. But there we are. So 1-0 as we head into the power break. Teemu Kivihalme with the goal. Let's take a look around the league. So there's also, there's a goal in every game so far. So we saw earlier Luleå had taken the lead at Leksand, and now Växjö have taken the lead against Timrå. So we'll have a quick look at that if we can. See who that goal has gone to. Hopefully it'll update on the score below in a moment. Hugo Gustafsson, who's been in the goals of late. He scored 6 minutes 49 into the game for Växjö. And as for the Leksand Luleå game, that goal went to 28 seconds into the game. Luleå took the lead. Fredrik Allard with his second of the season. An assist by Brendan Shinnimin. He's been... Brendan Shinnimin, although I can never say his name, he's been a real key player for them, especially over the past couple of months when things have been quite difficult for Luleå. I know the fans are not particularly happy with the direction the season is going, but Brendan Shinnimin certainly has been one who's been standing up during the tough times there. An important player for them, and he's got an assist on that one, so that is 1-0 for Luleå away to Leksand at the Tegera Arena, as Malmö have another opportunity that Christopher Riefolk has to cover up on. That's an opportunity for Carl Persson. Or Persson, I think is how you should pronounce it. Even shots on target, 4 apiece. But it's Malmö who've got their noses in front in the first period. Carl Persson, nice little spin move off the boards. Flicked it on there. Refolk has to cover up again, and Allison pushing and a shoving. Jani Kukkonen getting involved. Kukkonen's such an important player for Malmö. He's going to be a real miss when he goes, as is, I don't think it's been officially confirmed, but he's going to Lausanne, isn't he, in Switzerland, alongside Pahuniemi. Two key players, two key Finnish players in that Malmö team who will be moving on. Kukkonen, well, leads the team in everything, goals, assists, and therefore total points as well. So Malmö, having got the goal, they're starting to put some pressure on Rögle. Trying to double things up. This is some good crashing and bashing at the boards. Down in the corner to the left of Refolk and the Rögle net. Malmö fans enjoying themselves behind the action there. Rögle had an opportunity to clear it, but they didn't. This might be an opportunity for Malmö. Fredrik Handemark had it. It's a decent chance. Scuffle on the boards. A puck slipped under a couple of players who'd fallen to the ice, but Rögle have now got control of it behind their own net. As the Malmö crowd are cheering on their team. They really need to make their home ice advantage count today. They've started off well enough. Let's see what Rögle can do. Brady Ferguson, who was so unlucky with the goal, just dumped it in there. He'll be keen to make amends. Picked it up in centre ice and then just flicks it back to defenseman so that he can make a change. Then Bixel, the Dallas Stars prospect, dumps one in. But no forwards really there to get on top of that, and Malmö are able to clear quite comfortably. And they chip one in. So back and forth so far. Fourth line out there for Malmö. Ooh, down on the floor, Christopher Forsberg. Gets up low, Berg Poulsen with him alongside Albert Huerby. On that line, Huerby, ooh, lovely little touch. Almost clever little play by Berg Poulsen. Tried to flick it towards the net. Didn't come with anything though, and Rögle were able to bring it out. Henry Bowlby, back in the team, was able to skate it into the Malmö zone, but his line mates were on a change at the time. Ooh, and now Bowlby gets bowled to the floor. Are they calling that a penalty? It's Johan Iversen, who is not looking very happy. I think there's just a bit of a kerfuffle. I'm not sure. There's a... Oh, it's interference. No, that's fair enough, actually. We've just seen the replay there. That is interference on Johan Iversen. Knocking over Henry Bowlby with the puck nowhere near him. So, power play 18.26% for Rögle, which is 11th in the league. We're hearing the sound of a replay. It was Rodrigo Arbal's crucial goal, equaliser right at the end of their game against Frölunda on Thursday night, which led to them getting a point. So, 6 minutes to go in the first period, and Rögle are on a power play because of the interference call against Johan Iversen. Important power play for Rögle here. Important kill for Malmö. Malmö has started off well. They've been good forechecking by the two forward players to keep the puck in the Rögle zone for the first 25 seconds of it. But now Rögle have got an opportunity out in front, and it's smothered by Marmelind. It was just a power play, literally a power play, on the power play, just skating towards the net. And now the puck goes out in the zone, careless by Dennis Everby to let the Malmö player get the stick in away there, but they've recovered and they've got it back in. Simon Reforce has tried to play across the ice pass there, but gets nowhere and gets dumped down the other end of the ice. So Malmö are going to be able to make a change. 1 minute gone on the power play, no chances to speak of. The first 60 seconds, let's see, Rodrigo Albals has it and is going to try and pull the strings. Ekastol Jonsson is on the blue line. Arbals puts it back to him. Because a shot on net and it scores! Goes straight in, a really good screen in front of Marmelind. Ekastol Jonsson puts his arms in the air. There's a big contingent of Rögle fans behind that goal. And they are waving their scarves around. Ekastol Jonsson has levelled it up 1 apiece. Nice shot from the blue line. A controlled shot from the blue line, knowing that there were players in front. Just waited, gave it to Arbals. Arbals spinned it back to him. And he just puts it in. It's 2 Rögle players, 2 Malmö players in front there. Yeah, Marmelind didn't really move his glove until it was past him. That's a good screen in front of him. Don't think the Rögle player got a touch. I'm not sure who it was. Just couldn't see the number on that replay, but pretty sure that goal is going to go to Ekastol Jonsson. And that's 1-1. So, 4 minutes 30 to go in the first period, and Rögle took advantage of the power play. Silly one for Johan Iversen to give away. Puck was coming across to Henry Bowlby, but puck wasn't there. Ooh, we've got a calamity. The glass next to the Rögle bench has come apart. It's kind of it's not a main sheet of glass, if we call it glass. It's kind of the wraparound one that goes between the main board and then where it links to the Rögle bench. It's deliberately in sections kind of thing. So they're just going to have to adjust that. So the equipment crew are having a look at that. So a brief break in the play. Not sure if that's a good thing for Rögle or not, to be honest. Oh. I get copyright striked if I allow music through on the screen. Just watching it back. Ekastol Jonsson with a shot. Ooh. Does it touch someone in front? Oh, I think it does. Not sure who they've given that to, actually. Ekastol Jonsson was the one celebrating. It was his shot. They have given it to him on the website, so I shall give him the credit for now. There we are. Rodrigo Arbals gets a assist on the play, so we'll note that on his thing. Have a quick look There was no assist on the Malmö goal because, of course, it was as much a Brady Ferguson goal as it was a Teemu Kivilharmi goal, but you can't give it to him, so let's see what's going on with the sound. No, they're still trying to fix the glass there. So there's still music going along. See if you thought, I've just put up a little graphic there. Jani Kukkonen, 1.03 points per match with a minimum of 4 matches, which is the best of any player in the league. The other 2 games, 5 minutes to go in the first period. Timrå and Fekwa. Fekwa still lead that one 1-0 through the goal by Hugo Gustafsson. And then Leksand and Luleå still 1-0. That goal 28 seconds in. Fredrik Allard has given Luleå an important early lead against the Leksand team that are really struggling right now. So looks like they've fixed it. Still music going on. The referee is just checking it now. We'll do a little bit of an inspection of it. Lucas Ekstol Johnson is just giving it a wobble, giving it a shake, seeing if it's okay. Roger Hansen looking on. Music's still going, so they're still in a break here. Making a point of Roger Hansen. I've just put him on the screen here. His 5 seasons with Malmö. 112 points in 183 games. And they're focusing in on one of the assistant coaches at Malmö. Still the sound goes on. Can't actually see what's going on. Oh, there we go. They've just moved back, so they're just putting a few more. Well, they're trying to put a screw and a bolt in. The bolt is going at that sort of angle, which is not a good way to try and screw something in, you would think. But they're just struggling a bit to get this sorted. And, of course, they have to get it sorted. It isn't a danger with the puck itself because it's just the bit that links the Rögle end of the Rögle bench to where the board, to where the glass is. But they need to make sure it's safe, of course. That's not a good thing to accidentally go into. There's various messages going on. Rögle fans are enjoying themselves, and it looks like we are now getting back underway. That's good. There we go. Okay, so let's go. Oh no, we're not getting underway. In fact, all the players are being told to go to the dressing room, so that's a bit disappointing. If I could try and type. Oh. There we go. Just to update where we are on it. Just doing an interview now, so they're just going to have to wait, basically. It's about 4 minutes to go, I think, 4.5 minutes to go in this period. And not sure really what's going on here, because they've brought the lights down and put the Malmö logos on the ice as if it's in between periods. Not sure that's really going to help the crew trying to fix the piece of glass, but there we go. It's not actually, they've cut to, they're doing a player interview and they've cut to that, and it's not as dark as the original shot made it look. So there we are. I don't really know what's going on now. They just showed a shot of where they were doing work and there was no one there. So who knows? You could kind of do a sensible bit. The sensible thing to do here would be, as there's only like 4 minutes to go at the end of this period, let's just have the normal 15-minute break, let them fix the glass, and then just have like a minute or so break between the end of the first period and the second period. That may be what they're doing, but there have been no announcements. And even if there were announcements, they'd have been in Swedish, so I wouldn't have been able to understand them anyway. Turning that sound down. Trying to go on Twitter now to see if there's any updates on there. Doesn't look like there are at the minute. Here we go. Due to a problem with the plexiglass, the period break is brought forward. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Okay. Score is 1-1 after 16 minutes played. It also looks like Sundvik is last on the 1-1 puck. So this is from... so that's what it says in Swedish. På grund av problem med plexiglass. So, yeah, they're going to go for a break now. That makes sense. That's a rare piece of common sense for everyone. There we go. Okay, what I will do, if I can clear that, and I have, well done me, I will take a break myself. Let me bring up that break thing. Here we are. Okay, it's probably not greatly accurate, but there we are. So sort of something like that. It may be a bit early on my side, but there we are. Yes, we shall see how this develops. It makes sense for them to have done that rather than have everyone waiting around. There's only 4 minutes or so to go in the period, so let's get that sorted and then move on. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break for 5 minutes or so, and we'll then come back, have a look at the other 2 games, catch up a bit more on them, and then, rejoin for the end of the first period to then lead in to the second period. So there we are. I shall be with you again in about 5 or 6 minutes or so. Okay, hello, welcome back to wherever we are. Here we go. Oh, well, there we are. Here we go. We're getting there in the end. There we are. Yes, so welcome back to the live stream. The lights have just come back on at the Malmö Arena, so I don't think we're too far off the teams coming back onto the ice. Don't forget we are going to complete the final, what is it, 3.5 minutes or so, 4.5 minutes or so. Oh, here they come, of the first period because of the issue with the plexiglass. And then they shall go on to the second period, presumably just with a minute break or so. Can I have a quick look at one of the other games just very quickly. So we just come onto here. There we go. So we can see Leksand and Luleå is 1-0 after the first period. And going all the way down. Look at that. Fredrik Allard, second goal of the season. 28 seconds in. Assists for Brendan Shinnimin and Jack Conley. So, bit of a disaster for Leksand, who are in miserable form of late. It is... Wow, I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. So, Philip Larsson is in goal. He's only faced 6 shots in that first period, but one of them went in after 28 seconds. Not many shots on Joel Lassinati either. He's only had to face 7 shots. So, not a particularly exciting game based on those statistics. Fredrik Allard with the goal. Jack Connolly, Brendan Shanahan with the assists. Well, there we go. And in the other one is still showing that it's not yet at the end of the second period, which doesn't make any sense to me. I think it probably is. Let's see if I can refresh it. There we go. Oh, it's not helping very much, is it? No, so that one's 1-0 as well. Live stats on there. Hugo Gustafsson with his 8th of the season. Victor Juanboy and Martin Lundby with the assists. Okay, so there we are. That is the situation in the other 2 games. And you can, of course, see the scores down there as well. But we are getting ready to head back to the Malmö Arena. There's still some classic music going on. They're just interviewing the coaches. So we are about to get going. So this is good. Okay, right. Let's go in-game. And we have got 4 minutes 19 left of the first period. There's still some exciting... Okay, that's a classic. Christopher Refolk didn't have his stick, his paddle. So here we go. We are back at it for the final 4 minutes of the first period. Just realised I never changed the... this is Thursday live stream. Ooh, shot on net, and there's pressure on Refolk. Puck goes flying, the goal goes flying. Everby and Davidson are getting involved. Oh, it's all going on there. Let me change that. Oops, no. Kung Fu fighting, that's one that always gets copyright striked. Which is annoying to turn that down. Oh, it comes off the bar, actually. Shot there from Malmö. And there's a bit of pushing and shoving. The net goes off its moorings. Everby is pushing someone in the face. Can't see who it is. So, they've had a few minutes off, or 15 or so minutes off, but it's not cooled anyone down so far in terms of their competitiveness. They are right back on it. Where's my link gone? Right, here we go. Back going. Well, they're almost getting an opportunity now. That's what I want. And some good pressure from Malmö here at the end of this period. It's dumped down the other end of the ice, so it's down at Malmö's end. And Adam Olas Mattsson was the one bringing it clear. Got a bit bogged down in the neutral zone, so it's just been dumped in, and Refolk has it behind Rögle net. Almost got caught. Not quite got out yet, but Liam Bixell will play it down the boards. And Ribolby brings it into the Malmö zone. Top line outlet for Rögle. Bolby has it again. Bixell dumps it back to Bolby. On the left, skating behind the goal. Well marshalled. Back to Bixell on the blue line. Tries to shoot it in. It hits a Malmö player who was slow to get up. That hurt. That stung that player. I didn't see who it was. Just about getting off the ice. I think it might have been Johan Olofsson. That's going to be icing, so we'll see. Yeah, it was Johan Olofsson. He is, I think he caught it in the knee, I think. That's it again. Ooh, knee or inside of the leg. One of the two. Ooh, that is painful. He's in a lot of pain there, and he is hopping about a bit. He's gone to the end of the bench so that the trainer can do some work on him. And that's where the lack of the fact that we've already had the intermission between the first and second period is going to cost them a bit, because he can't now go and have a rest. There is a pling on the coverage, and Team Raw have got a goal back, and they've equalised against Vekwa. Anton Vaden with that goal. Almost a goal there. Adam Tambellini with a shot from wide of the net. Marmeland comes across and takes that in. Let's bring this up. There we go. So, yes, Team Raw. Put that in. It will update in a moment. There we go. Team Raw 1, Vekwa 1. Olofsson is still struggling. He's in a lot of pain there on the bench. It'll take a while to clear, can't it? Rögle now having a little period of pressure. Trying to be a shot on net from Ekazor Jonsson. Didn't come to anything, and Malmö are able to bring it clear. Still not any further clarification on who the Rögle goal is going to be credited to. It was Ekazor Jonsson who took the shot. I do wonder if Albin Sundsvik did get a touch on it. So we'll see. Rögle's Twitter account was debating that. Another chance for Rögle. 1 minute 10 to go now. Shot on net. Marmeland is able to push it away. So Rögle now having a good spell last minute and a half or so. Putting a couple of good shifts together. As we hit the final minute of the half, and there's a shot for Malmö that Refolk has to push wide, and now Rögle are coming the other way, so it's starting to go a bit back and forth. Although Rögle is just going to dump it in there and go on a change. Crowd wanting a foul on full by, but they're not going to get that. $20 to go in the first period. And doesn't look like there's much adventurous action going to take place in the final 10 seconds. Malmö just happy to keep it behind their own net. They tried to come out once but got covered. So that is going to do it for the first period, I suspect. A bit of pushing and shoving at the end of the period, as per usual. I suspect there won't be too much of a break here. Oh, look, Dennis Everby is getting involved. There's a surprise. Kim Rustal is in there as well, but it's all going to end amicably enough, and the two teams will skate across to the benches just to have a brief rest before we get going with the second period, because we had to break the early break to allow them to fix the plexiglass. Okay, I did mention that the Teamborough Fekwa game seems to be stuck on 15 minutes 46 seconds gone for quite a while. I thought maybe there was something on the website, but just having a quick check on Twitter, if I can grab the tweet here. So that's from hockeynews.se, and it basically says nasty scenes in the Teamborough period. Nasty scenes in Teamborough period interrupted, so it looks like there's been a nasty injury there, unfortunately. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well done, mate. So yeah. So hopefully things turn out okay there. As we get going with the second period then. Just get rid of that. Okay, so second period is underway. 7 shots on target for Malmö in the first period, 8 for Rögle. It's a pretty even Stevens so far. And Malmö now attacking towards where the Rögle fans are. So it does look like, just going on Rögle's Twitter account, they have now given it to Albin Sundsvik. So there we are, that's been clarified. See if I can update my... Okay, I'll have to do. Yeah. Here we are. Right, just update my notes. So, nearly 2 minutes gone in the second period, and fairly tame so far. They're trying to come forward now. They get cut off by Malmö, who are able to clear their zone fairly easily. And now Malmö almost having a chance. It's spun off the stick there. Opportunity now. Oh, they've messed that up. Malmö lost control of the puck, so had to exit the zone. And now they've just had to flip it back in so Rögle can take over. There's 9 change for both teams, and now Rögle are coming through. Chance on net. Save by Malmö, and then it's flicked over. I think that was... it's another shot that gets blocked. I think it was Brady Ferguson who had the shot that went over. He was the one who actually put the puck in the net for Malmö, unfortunately for him, to make it 1-1. But Rögle, good shift here by that line. Linus Sundin, Brady Ferguson and Dennis Everby. We've got Ludvig Klassen and Lucas Ekstol Jonsson on the defensive end. He's going to slam it around the boards, and Dennis Everby has got it in the Malmö zone, but that's going to do it for that line shift. And then the top line comes on for Rögle. Henry Bowlby, oh, poor from him, giving the puck away and neutralised to Carl Perchon. There's a pling going on. Teamborough, Anton Vaden has scored again. So Teamborough now have turned around what was a 1-0 deficit to a 2-1 lead as Rögle have another shot. The net has come off the moorings there, so they're going to have to whistle that one to get that back in shape. But Teamborough learning. Well. Okay, well, this is weird, isn't it? So just looking up the Teamborough game, so the same thing happened in that one to what happened in the Malmö Rögle game, although this one seems more serious. First period over, score is 1-1. Nasty accident. Looks like Sebastian Hartman was involved in it. Break was taken prematurely. There we go. So, yeah, that's not good news, is it? So, break for both games. Hopefully Sebastian Hartman is okay. 4 minutes in, to the first period here. Malmö 1. Rögle 1. Oh, and Rögle have lost it. 3-on-1. Must be. Oh, Christopher Refolk manages to save it, but you have to say Robin Alvarez has recently returned to Malmö. Should have done better with it. It's Albin Sundsvik, I think, who dished it up. Yes, it was. Tried to play the puck, tripped over himself from Barnekow, fed it across to Alvarez. He was wide open, but just shot it straight into the crest, the chest and the crest of Christopher Refolk. Albin Sundsvik, a lucky boy there. Poor turnover. And Alvarez should have done better with it, but it remains 1-1. 9 shots on target for both sides. Malmö now are in the ascendancy. Shot on net doesn't quite get through, I don't think. It was by Nuti Vitasalo. Vitasala, I think is how you pronounce it. And Malmö having another go. This time it flicks wide. So Malmö starting to string some good moments together, but Dennis Everby is good on a forecheck there to get the puck out of the zone, and both teams are going to change now. So it gets dumped in. Henry Bowlby is able to get there. Malmö had an opportunity to clear, didn't take it, and that may come back to Rue. Make Rue that one. Arbols has it, puts it back to the blue line. Arbols then lets the pass go, so Bowlby's got it on the left. Arbols got to shoot, takes the deflection, goes wide of the Malmö net. This is going to go clear. There's another pling coming up, and Luleå have now gone up 2-0 on Leksand. Pontus Andreasen with the goal. So Leksand are in, well, it's just tumbling down the rankings. I mean, the issue for them is they're now falling away from the top 6. So still be in the top 10, but that's not really at risk for them, but very poor. Good news for Luleå, who keen to get a few wins on the board after a sticky spell for them. So 2-0 in that one. 2-1 to Teamborough over Vecchia. And in this one, it's 1 apiece. Rögle have it in the Malmö zone. On the blue line. Shot comes in, it gets deflected wide, and Malmö can pick up the pieces there. So Malmö, oh no, they're not able to clear the zone. Rögle working hard. Sundsvik flicks it back, and they've kept it in the zone. So I'll try and set something up here. Defenders will be a bit tired. That's a shot on net from the blue line, fairly harmless. Marmland takes it in. That was Linus Hordin, who took the shot from the blue line. A fairly simple wrist shot to take, but Kukkonen is coming off bent, doubled over a little bit. I don't know if he's tired or a bit injured. Let's see, there was a face-off now. Thomas Koller, the head coach of Malmö, was having a chat to some of his team. He'd come to the front of the bench, even though the game's going on. He just wanted to get a message across to the players who weren't currently on the ice. TV4 reminding us that Rögle have won the last 6 games against Malmö. 20 goals to 9. So the form between the two teams in the derby has been all one-way traffic for Rögle, and over the past season and a bit, or almost 2 seasons, we'll see where this one ends up. We won 3 or 4 last year and have already got 3 this year, so here we are. Rögle clearing the zone. Everby dumps it in and gets on the end of it himself. Malmö will have a shot. Decent shot from an angle. That was Robin Alvarez. Much harder chance than he had a couple of minutes ago. That time, decent save. Ooh, there we go. I've just brought up an advert for Oikor against Brynäs. Is that tomorrow? No. What's that? Oh, that's yeah, it's tomorrow. 3 o'clock local time, 2 o'clock our time. We'll definitely be watching that one tomorrow afternoon in the Hockey Allsvenskan. Shot gets blocked, in fact, by Anton Bengtsson, unfortunately for Rögle, his own player. Got in the way of that one. It's another playing. Leksand have got one back. Peter Sadarek has got one back, so Leksand trying to get back in that one. As Malmö and Rögle are still locked together, but now there is an opportunity because Liam Bixel is being sent to the naughty box. Tripped over Teemu Kivilhami, I believe. Looks like a trip. Let's see. Oh, holding, yeah. He doesn't agree with the call, but the Dallas Stars prospect is going to the box. So an opportunity now, 11:08 on the clock in the second period, or 11:08 to go in the second period. Malmö now have the opportunity to break the 1-1 tie on a power play. Got some good weapons here, Jani Kukkonen, Lauri Pahuniemi on the ice. So let's see what they can do. Rögle defended a power play right early on. Ooh, opportunity here. Rögle trying to break free. Good stick by Malmö getting back to make sure there was nothing going there. Anton Bengtsson did have an opportunity to try and feed their teammate in, but good stick to stop the pass getting across. Malmö have got it back and are in the Rögle territory. Now trying to set something up. On the blue line, spread it out to the right. Oh, puck tantalisingly. They're in front of net, but no Malmö player near enough to get on the end of it. There's another pling. Blimey. Verano has equalised for Lexington, so 2 goals in barely a minute, I suspect. Turned around a 0-2 deficit, made it 2-2. Ludawar were looking in good position there, and that's not going to please their fans. 50 seconds to go on a power play. No real chance so far for Malmö. And they've mishandled that, although they've been able to keep it in the zone. So now there's a chance in front. No. Never really fell to anyone. Coming again. What can they do here? 25 seconds to go on a power play. Really haven't created anything. And that's not gone anywhere either. Just got flicked away, hit a stick and went flying off. One more chance. No. Decent opportunity there. Teemu Kuvilharmi flicked it in, and Robin Alvarez, who's had 3 opportunities now in the space of the last 5 minutes. I think it ever really got to him. We had a little tip on 1. In fact, that's 4 opportunities he's had, and then another one. So Alvarez setting up shop in front of the crease. 2 tips in quick succession. Not able to get either of them on the on target. There we go. So he just had to dip off the no. So I don't get another copyright. Well, it's not actually a copyright strike. It's just annoying. You have to cut it out, basically. Okay, well, there we go. That is the second power play for Malmö, and the second one that they really didn't create too much on. A couple of tip attempts for Robin Alvarez, but Rögle able to power break. Simon Reforce is getting involved with Thomas Berg-Paulsen, pushing and shoving. But yeah, so 2 power plays for Malmö so far in this game. Neither of them really producing much in the way of good opportunities. So Rögle will be happy with that, kill them both off. Now there's going to be a power break. The ice staff in Malmö with some very fetching yellow jackets and yellow helmets. Very nice. So a quick look around. Lexington 2, Luleå 2. Yeah, Max Farano with his 13th goal of the season. Made it 2-2. It was 8:40 gone in the second period with the first goal. And then 11:25. Oh, okay, so there was a bit more of a break between them than the alert suggested. But Lexington, who I believe they've lost 6 in a row, if I'm remembering correctly. Showing some fight there. The other games coming up: Färjestad, Örebro, Ovihettet against Frölunda, Linköping against Modo, and Skellefteå against Oskarshamn. Yeah, bloody music. Crowd are enjoying it, fair enough, but there we go. Okay, 8:50 to go in the second period. Malmö 1, Rögle 1. 15 shots on target for Malmö, 10 for Rögle. As Daniel Zaar has an opportunity and scores out of nothing. He flicks it through the legs of Marmenlind. And Rögle, who went 1-0 down, are now 2-1 ahead. Daniel Zaar with a lovely finish, his 6th goal of the season in 36 matches. We'll watch to see what happened. It was deep in the Rögle zone. Ekastor Johnson brings it out, cross-ice pass. Flicked through by Simon Reforce. And Daniel Zaar just powers through the 2 defenders and tucks it home. Lovely finish by him, right through the legs of Marmenlind. And that turns this one around. So assists for Reforce. Well, this is unofficially. Reforce and Ekastor Johnson. I'll confirm in a moment, but definitely a goal for Daniel Zaar. So there we are. Lots of things to update. Yeah. There we go. So Rögle 2-1 up now against Malmö. There we go. Lovely goal, lovely finish. That's the second assist on the game for Ekestil Johnsen. He's unlucky with the first goal, of course. It thought initially it was his goal on the first one for Ekestil Johnsen, but Sundvik got a touch on it, but there we are. 2 assists, and now another chance. Rögle trying to extend their lead here. Liam Bixel has it on the blue line, puts it across to Michael Kapler, puts it back behind the net. Ooh, bit of a coming together there. Home crowd wanting a call, they're not going to get one. It's another shot, gets deflected wide. Rögle starting to push here. Malmö need to dig in a little bit and weather the storm. Looks like they will do. Anton will fall by, brings it forward, but unable to make anything of it. And now Rögle are coming back the other way. The top line out there. Shot, Ekestil Johnsen couldn't quite get a hold of it. Henry Bowlby picks it up on the boards, back to Ekestil Johnsen. He dumps it in. Anton Bengtsson and Rodrigo Arbols, the other 2 guys on the top line there for Rögle today. They're able to dig it out and get it back to the blue line. And it's been dumped back in. And the referee has his arm in the air. So Rögle, having taken a 2-1 lead, are going to go on a power play. And there we go. Malmö touch the puck. So the delayed penalty comes to an end. 7 minutes to go in the second period. And Rögle are going on the power play. It is, I think, Johan Iversen again going to the box. He took the penalty earlier in the game, and he did, yeah. It's just a silly cross-check. Arbols was waiting in front the crease. Iversen comes from behind him and knocks him over. Whether that's a cross-check or interference, I didn't hear the call. We'll see. Uh-oh. I thought the law and the law won. The copyright law will win. It's cross-check on Iversen. Bloody music. So, Bengtsson is going to be in the face-off circle for Rögle on this one. Going to be Christopher Forsberg for Malmö. So, what can Rögle do on the power play? Simon Reforce has it. Just set up a goal a moment ago, and that one didn't go far wide from the blue line. Comes back. Shot on net. Good shot by Reforce. Good save by Malmö. And now Malmö are able to fling it clear and make a change. It's Michael Kapler anchoring the power play. Daniel Saar is on it too. Simon Reforce, Bengtsson, and I think Rodrigo Arbols by the looks of it. Rögle have changed up, so it's Arbols, Tambellini. Oh, they've lost it there though, so Malmö can come clear. Potentially going to have a shot on net here. No, good defending Ekestil Johnsen. He's been a good addition for them. I know he signed a new 4-year contract, didn't he? Came in from, was it Cloton? Yes, Cloton. Signed a 4-year extension not too long ago, so he'll be with Rögle for a while yet. And has played well since he's come across. Oh, confusion at the back. Refog gives it up. Almost an opportunity for Malmö. They're short-handed. This is not what they need. Couldn't ultimately get a shot off there, but they've just dumped it all the way back down to their own end. So 20 seconds to go. Rögle had a couple of opportunities early, but nothing too dangerous. One decent shot from Reforce that Malmö had to save. But other than that, as we hit the 10 seconds, final 10 seconds of the power play, nothing much to show for it for Rögle, and Malmö will be encouraged by that. We now hit 5 minutes to go as the power play comes to an end. It's one. Rögle have got an opportunity here, stolen from a wide angle. Malmö able to save it. It was Axel Smeds who had the opportunity. Had no support, so decided to take a shot from a wide angle. Fair enough in that situation. Oh, Rögle have given it away in their own zone. And now Malmö have a massive opportunity. How did that go wide? It did. I think it was Carl Persson who had the first opportunity. That was saved, and then it was pushed wide. Rögle almost the architects of their own downfall there. Poor giveaway in their own zone. Carl Persson almost made them pay. That one goes wide. Now Rögle pick it up, and they're just going to dump it in and go for the line change. So, big opportunity for Malmö. They haven't taken it. Malmö did have the better of the opportunities earlier in this second period. Particularly 2 or 3 from Robin Alvarez, but it's Rögle who've taken the lead. 2-1. Thanks to the goal from Daniel Zaar. And now Malmö need to try and climb back into this one. 3:40 to go in the second period. Shots are fairly even. 16 shots on target for Malmö, 15 for Rögle. Malmö bringing it clear and entering the Rögle zone. Gets dumped in by Rögle, but that's going to go for icing. So 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the second period. Big opportunity for Smeds. Good save by Marmelind, and then a big mistake by Rögle at the back. Carl Persson had it right down Broadway, but just put it straight at Refolk. He was able to push it to one side. Persson has 13 goals on the season, 11 assists, 24 points in total. Probably should have made it 14 goals on the season there, but Rögle got away with it, and Malmö still trail 2-1. Can they get back into it? 2 minutes 45 to go in the second period. They've had a shot that went wide, so there's a bit of pressure there, but Rögle are able to clear it low. Dennis Everby didn't do a great job of that. Picked up by Malmö in the neutral zone. They've brought it back into their own zone. And now they'll work it clear. Carl Persson puts it in. Kim Rusdahl had it, but it's going to go out and flipped out the zone, so Malmö have to take a step back. Dennis Everby gets knocked to the floor at the end of a fairly long shift. 2 minutes to go. It's a shot coming in from Joachim Ryan from deep that flicks up off a stick and goes flying over into the net. So just put the table up. Rögle would go up to 57 points, Malmö 53. So Rögle would have a 9-point gap on Horvier Hertier in 13th, though they'd have a game in hand. But there really is a lot riding on this one. It doesn't decide anything, but whichever team gets a win from it gives themselves a little bit of breathing space from the relegation playoff, puts the other one in some further danger. Horvier have a tough game against the red-hot Frölunda a little later today at Husqvarna Garden. Now to come and clear again, Rögle. Axel Smeds, the second time he's been left wide open on the right wing. Couldn't actually get on the end of that puck that time, but that's twice in barely 2 minutes he's had that sort of opportunity. Rögle trying to come through again. Henry Bowlby on the ice, so top line on the ice for Rögle, and there was a chance there. Rodrigo Arbals was trying to get on the end of a pass. Marmelin got his stick in the way. Good goaltending as we head into the final minute of the second period. Now Rögle Arbals with an opportunity, almost came for him, but was crowded out by the Malmö defence. Clever back. Oh, Leksand has just gone up 3-2 in their game. Petr Solaric with a second goal in that one. But keep on this one for now, because we're down to the final 30 seconds of it. Malmö coming clear. There's a big collision. Davidson in it for Rögle, and I think it was Albert Huerby it was for Malmö. So a big hit, but both of them were okay. Here we go, update the Leksand score. Have a look at the details there in a moment. But we're just down to the final seconds. Shot on net which goes wide. And that's going to do it for the second period. At Malmö, where Rögle have come back from 1-0 down to lead 2-1. It was 1-1 at the end of the first period. Daniel Saar got the only goal in the second period. Lovely little bit of play. Ekestil Jonsson finding Simon Rifors, who pushed it through to Daniel Saar, who was able to shoot it between the legs of Marmenland. Lovely finish. Just showing the collision there between Albert Huerby and Brandon Davidson. Lovely little hit there. Well done to both players for coming through that one. But yes, Daniel Saar giving Rögle a 2-1 lead. That's where we are after 2 periods. So I shall set up my timer again. And we shall head to the intermission. So, bit of a guide for when there'll be some more action on the way. But let's try and take a look at these other games, because there is some real drama going on across the SHL. If I can update it. Oh, blimey, Ludeworth scored again. So now it's 3-3. It's all going off. That sounds like a cracker in that one. So that's that updated. Okay, so it was 2-2. It's now 3-3. One of the Malmö players has just come out. Johan Olofsson has just come out for a little bit of a skate to make sure he's okay. He may have been a guy who was being interviewed actually by the TV4 crew. Okay, all right, let's see if we can get this to work. There we go. Okay, we'll move across to here. Alrighty, I may be able to add that as well. Let's see. There we go. Very professional, sort of. Okay, so this is Leksand and Luleå, which has ended at the second period 3-3. So let's take a look at this. God, dearie me. So, let's see. So second period, first period, 1-0, 28 seconds in, Fredrik Allard with the goal. That's how the first period ended. So then Malmö went up 2-0. Pontus Andreasen with his 8th of the season after 6 minutes 56. Petr Solaric with his 14th goal of the season, this one coming on a power play, got Leksand back in it. Lilin equalised about 3 minutes later. Max Forano with the goal to equalise. Marek Hrivik and Justin Kloos with the assists. Then, 18:05, they take the lead. Petr Solaric with his second goal. This one short-handed. Wow. Wow. Lucas Elvenes was on the penalty for high sticking. And Leksand went up the other end and scored short-handed to make it 3-2. But about a minute and a half later, 10 seconds before the end of the period, Luleå were able to equalise 3-3, still on the power play. So there we go. Wow. As for the other game going on, that is now Timbro 2, Växjö 1. So Växjö did take the lead in that one by Hugo Gustafsson. Anton Vaden scored his 9th goal of the season, 16:26 into the first period. And then he scored again 2 minutes 39 into the second period. So a couple of goals for Anton Vaden. He's on a hat-trick for the final period there, but would be a big win for Team Rook if they could knock off Fekwa in this one. Oops. I am still there. There we go. Right, there we are. So some exciting games going on there. Team Rook, like I say, 2-1 up. What would be an interesting result if they can hold on to it. Lex and Lulu, who knows which way that one's going to go. 3-3 now. And then Malmö, Rögle, the game we're watching. The Rögle have taken a 2-1 lead through Simon. Simon reforces pass through to Daniel Zar. Tucked it through the legs of Daniel Marmeland to give Rögle a 2-1 lead away at Malmö Arena. Okay, I'm going to take a break for 6 or 7 minutes or so. Get another drink. And then we'll be back to get going with the final period. Okay. There we are. Okay, so I'll be off for about 5 or 6 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes, let's say. And then be back for the third period. See you soon. Hello and welcome back. We are just getting ready for the third period between Malmö and Rögle, with Rögle leading 2-1 at the moment. I was just going to have a look through the some of the action. See what team news has come up, or if there is any team news that has come up. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go to this one. So that is Linköping. Their lineup. Högberg in the box. No changes compared to last time. Come on now, club. Yes. So William for Crew is sick. Arvid Kosmar is injured. Taylor Leia is injured. Henrik Tankvist long-term injured. But there we go. So that is the Linköping team. Taking on Mudu today. Mudu. This is the Horvier, although that doesn't really help you. There's a sticker in goal. Arabury. Murky, who's been in great form of late, is in on the top line with Bjornen and Martel. So yeah, not too many shocks in terms of what's going on in the lineups of the other games. I may actually be able to show this to you a bit better. This isn't very helpful at the moment, but let's see. Here we are. Let's see if we can get this to work. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, sort of anyway. So that is the lineup for. There we go. Look at this. Production in front of your very eyes. There we go. So that is the Linköping lineup. He's run by Ratty, Brock Little, who's been in the points recently. Patrick Russell, who's scoring in bunches, isn't he? Anthony Greco. So that is the Linköping situation. And then let's look through the lineup here. Horvier Hertiet. There you are. As the players have just come back on the ice, or are coming back on the ice at the Malmö Arena. So there we go. You can see the Horvier team. And yeah. Everybody. There we go. It's a bit better for you. That is the team for Arabro. There we are. And then I can just quickly do the front under one. So, like I say, is in goal. Colin Boom had a couple of big saves in the last game. There we go. All that go through. There we are. And Uskashum look like that. There we are. There's your defenders. Ingson, Grenville, Benson, Milleri, Peter, and Hugo Jonassen. There we are. Righty. We shall get back to the game because we're about to start the third period. All to play for still. Rögle have got themselves a 2-1 lead at the moment. But we're still very much in it. There's so much riding on it and a big derby game going on There's probably going to be plenty more action to come in this final period. Let's see, top line out there for Malmö. Jani Kukkonen getting ready to take the face-off for Malmö. Clap your hands, says the board up the top, which is nice, but I can't do that because we're not allowed to be putting that on YouTube. In terms of the music, I should say, Lauri Pahuniemi and Carl Persson. Obviously, the top line for Malmö. For Rögle, they've got their third line out there. Brady Ferguson in the face-off circle won that one. Lina Sundin and Dennis Everby. They've got it down to Malmö end and right in front of the travelling Rögle fans who are in good voice. So their team leads 2-1. Oh, and nearly an opportunity for Brady Ferguson out front. Good defending by Malmö just to not allow him the opportunity, but it could have been dangerous. And now, what have you done there, Malmö? I have a feeling they may have somehow got themselves a too many men on the ice penalty. Let's see. Yes, they have. Oh, that's really poor. So the player, let's see who it was. It's Kivihami. Tried to come onto the ice. He was trying to get onto the ice, and he did come onto the ice, but the player who was there coming off decided to play a puck in front of him. You have to give the blame really to Kivihami there. But that's a big mistake. So Rögle go on a power play. Less than a minute into the third period, looking to extend their lead to 2. Shot on net. That gets cleared. Malmö able to dump it down the other end. Refold comes out and plays it. Isakastor Jonsson on the back end of the power play unit. Rodrigo Arbols is out there. Albin Sundqvist is there. Adam Tambellini. Lina Sundin. So that's the power play at the moment. Although the puck has got tied up on the boards, but Rögle have been able to get it clear. Although that's good play by Malmö to tie it up again. They should be able to get it out of the zone, and they do. So we'll see. Yeah, Rögle are going to change here. That makes sense. To get the second power play unit on. Dennis Everby is out there. Anton Benson, captain. Daniel Czar. Nothing came of it though. Ooh. Malmö had a chance to clear it and they failed to do so, so that could come back to bite them. Daniel Czar has it on the left for Malmö. Michael Kapler has it on the blue line. He puts it across. Tries to dump it. A little kind of shotgun pass attempt. Michael Kapler puts it in again. That one goes deflected wide. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Daniel Czar tries to put it in. Dennis Everby was out in front and it's gone in. A bit of a scrappy one, but they will not care. Rögle take a 3-1 lead. Looks like it's Simon Reforce who tucked it away. It was a shot on there. It deflected wide, but Simon Reforce was there to put home the rebound. And that is a poor goal to concede for Malmö. Poor goal to concede in its own right, but particularly coming off of too many men on the ice penalty. Oh, did that get banged in? Don't know how Simon Reforce got that in. Everby had the tip in front. It was basically on the goal, parallel with the goal line. And I don't know, we'll have to have another replay of this. I don't know if Simon Reforce put it straight in or if he banked it in off Daniel Marmelind. I'm not sure. But what we do know is that Rögle now have taken an early 3-1 lead early on in the third period. And that is bad news for Malmö. Really poor penalty to give away. Too many men on the ice penalty. And that has really come back to bite them. Reforce with the goal. Number 6 on the season for him. Everby and Zar with the assists. Let's update my notes. So goal and assist for Zar. Goal and assist for Reforce. Everby with the assist. And that's 3-1 for Rögle. So Malmö not going to plan for them. Still plenty of time to go. So just under 17 minutes to go in this one. So you can recover from that, but it's a real blow, especially coming off that silly mistake. Too many men on the ice. Armand has to cover up there. So that's going to be more frustration. It's just showing a replay of the Rögle goals. Not seen a good angle of that third goal as to whether Reforce was somehow able to get it directly in, or if he banked it in off Malmö. On first viewing, it looked like he'd somehow managed to squeeze it in, but given the angle he was shooting from, it would make more sense if he banked it in. But we shall see. Malmö was stretched out on the ice, having made a good save initially. That's going to be icing. So there we are. Rögle have worked themselves into a good 3-1 lead. Ooh, turn up music off. Go. Turn the music off, come on. It's a face-off that just goes straight into the gut of Christopher Refolk. There's a bit of pushing and shoving between the two number 20s, Liam Bixell for Rögle and Thomas Berg-Paulsen for Malmö. Get rid of the music again. Okay, face-off to Christopher Refolk's right. Won by Rodrigo Arbols. Just tucks it behind him, and Rögle are going to be able to clear their zone. 16 minutes to go. The singing is coming from the Rögle end. Rögle fans, a good number of them, obviously not too far for them to go. At the moment, they're going to be heading home happy, but Malmö try to come at it. That may have clinged off the side of the post there. Pretty sure Refolk had it covered, but they're going to get into that position. Malmö of trying to get shots on net and trying to make them count. Got the top line out there at the moment. Rögle able to clear it up quite nicely. That's going to be icing. So back down the Rögle end. Tambellini flicked it down the ice, but he hadn't got into the Malmö half by that point, so bit of an error by him. But his line, he's not got any points so far, but Reforce and Saar both have a goal and an assist. Well, he's not actually out there below those two guys at the moment. I don't know, he got caught between changes. I think the third line out there now, Brady Ferguson, Dennis Everby and Lena Sandin. Shot on net. The Rögle net, that is quite easily pushed aside by Refolk, but that's what Malmö need to start doing. They need to start putting some pressure on getting some pucks on net. It's the Rögle fans you can hear at the moment. Malmö need to spring their fans to life, really. They need to start forcing the issue. And that's not going to do it. They've just dumped it down the other end of the ice, so that's going to be icing. Probably need to get the home crowd back behind them because they're pretty quiet at the moment, and you can understand why. Rögle have turned this one around. They're 3-1 up, 14-10 to go in the third period. They're currently out shooting Malmö in terms of shots on target, 21-19. More music, I have to duck out. There we go. That looks like we're right now. Back we go. Rögle able to hold to the Malmö zone. The puck's going to roll off the stick of a Rögle player there. So Malmö have got it, although they've not been able to clear their zone. It's a bit scrappy. They will do now, or should do now. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Again, Rusdal having a shot, gets blocked. Not seen too much of Rusdal so far in this one. He's on the line with Bardico and Alvarez. Ooh, they were lucky there, Malmö. I say they were lucky. No, they have messed it up. Henry Bowlby coming in. Rodrigo Arbos trying to get on the end of it. Marmeland has to cover up. That was more sloppy play from Malmö in their own zone. Henry Bowlby going round the left, got past Odos Mattsson. Found Rodrigo Arbos, but it was a good stick in there on him. They're showing a replay now of how Malmö got themselves into trouble. Done it again. Anton Benson was able to nick the puck. It's now behind the Malmö goal. Oh, they've done it again. Top line for Rögle, putting Malmö under a lot of pressure in their own zone. Short of net by Bengtsson. Long shot from a wide angle, easily pushed aside by Marmelind, but here comes Rodrigo Arbos, and that's a good save by Marmelind. Malmö really under the pump now. Can't afford to go 4-1 down. And Rögle starting to find their groove, it feels like, but Malmö are going to try and come at them. Albert Herby has it behind the Rögle net. He's looking for support, and he's going to get it. Is this an opportunity for Malmö? They're going to have a shot on net. Good screening from, but doesn't get through. And then there's another shot that deflects up and over. Rögle Pahuniemi with that one. So stays at 3-1. Looking around. There's 6 minutes into the second period between Team Raw and Vecchia. That one's still 2-1 to Team Raw. 2 goals for Anton Vaden, and then Lexington 3, Lulua 3. That's 7:42 or so into the third period. Which way is that going to go? Okay, 12:15 to go at Malmö Arena. Malmö trying to get back into this one. They're 2 goals down. Defending by Rögle here. Just stopping Malmö from kind of stringing any passes together, even though Malmö have kept it in the Rögle zone. They're not really putting much pressure on, and Rögle are able to flick it out, although it's well dealt with by Malmö to hold on to it, and they can now reset, have a line change and come again, but as can Rögle. There's an opportunity, a wide angle shot on Refolk's net, which is pushed aside. That was by Anton Folby. Oh, and now here's an opportunity for Dennis Everby. No. Had a little breakaway there. Never really had the puck under control, it felt like. Ended up crashing into Daniel Marmelind in the Malmö goal. Just one pass up the middle. Everson was able to get back, gets his puck in there. Oh, Everby actually held off Everson well, but he The puck just rolled off his stick. So give some credit to Eversson. He wasn't able to actually make contact with the puck, but he did put Everby under pressure. And that meant the puck rolled off his stick, turned the bloody music down, and Daniel Marmeland was able to make the save. Malmö dump it in. Refolk was able to play it behind his own goal. Rögle haven't been able to clear the zone, so chance for Malmö to build something now. A third line out there for them. No, that's Eversson actually on it. Robin Alvarez almost getting there this time. More opportunity. Refolk will cover up. And they're going to show some of the highlights from Christopher Refolk's game so far. A few good saves. That's a nice one with his kind of elbow, really. Just shrugging it aside. Big opportunity. There's a couple of big opportunities for Robin Alvarez. Carl Persson also had a glorious opportunity that he wasted for Malmö. At the moment, that's going to look like a really dangerous one for them because they're training 3-1. Okay. Refolk's going to cover up again, so I'll turn the sound down again just in case we get any more music coming our way. Ten minutes, 19 to go. We're not far off the power break. Okay. So, face off to Christopher Refolk's right. Rögle fans are up out their seats cheering their team on. They're having a good day out at Malmö so far. And we're back. Malmö have got it, but no, they give it away, and Rögle can clear the zone. Rodrigo Arbols brings it into the Malmö zone. It's closed down well, but he's able to flick it clear. Back to the blue line for Rögle. They're not able to control that, so Malmö will come out. 10 minutes on the clock. What can Malmö do about a 2-goal deficit in the final 10 minutes? Oh, it's been stolen from Malmö in their own zone. Lovely little bit of play by Rögle. Although that's good defending by Malmö to atone for the initial error. Just box Rögle off there. Joachim Ryan settles it down for Malmö behind his own goal. Push forward now. Berg Paulsen trying to chase down Aldrifield Janin. Someone's stick has just gone flying. I think it was Albert Querby. Just like that, another minute has gone by for Malmö. That's the trouble they're in now. But they have put it. Oh, that was a big opportunity. Little tip attempt by Robin Alvarez. He's had 3 or 4 good chances so far in this game. And good work by him from getting into dangerous positions in front of net. He's not been able to finish one off as yet. Another chance there, Anton Fulby. On the line with Fredrik Hondermark, Johan Olofsson. Olofsson, who took that blow to the leg on a block shot earlier on, but he seems to be okay, no long-lasting effects. Dennis Everby with some good work in the neutral zone. Just to cause some havoc on his... Well, no, actually, that was a Malmö player trying to buy a penalty call there, I think. Everybody did have a little grab at him, but he threw himself to the ground. No call on it. Rögle able to keep hold of the puck and A bit of pressure on it. Dennis Everby still scrapping away in the corner, as is his wont. Just like that, we're coming up to 7 minutes to go here. Malmö quite quickly starting to run out of time. We're indeed at 7 minutes to go now. A good couple of minutes before there's been a whistle, so have a power break when there is a whistle. That goes, that one whistles wide by Malmö. Different type of whistle. That's another one that goes wide, that time by 73. Oris Mattsson. Forsberg brings it back to the blue line to Oris Mattsson again, but this one gets blocked in front by Rögle. Henry Bowlby is able to skate it clear, and then he's going to get over the centre line and then flick it home so that Rögle can make a line change. The second line is on. That's been so dangerous for Rögle so far today. Tambolini, Reforce and Saar. Without wishing to repeat myself, we're now down to 6 minutes, so these minutes are ticking by really quickly for Malmö. Power break when it comes will at least give them a chance to try and get set, have a regroup to go for the final 5 minutes, but they've given it away again in the neutral zone. There's a shot on, well, it just goes wide, in fact. High and wide. Ines Wedin, I think it was. Yes, it was. Full flying for Rögle. Oh, they've stolen it again. Just causing Malmö too many problems. Malmö are just... they're not creating many shots on goal at the moment, Rögle. In fact, I suspect Malmö have outshot them on goal so far in this period, but they're just making it difficult for Malmö to build anything. No real passing moves being put together, and now we've got into the final 5 minutes, so game's increasingly going away from Malmö. Liam Bixell for Rögle getting a shot, only wrist shot. It was pushed aside by Armin Lund in the Malmö net, but it's basically been 5 minutes or so now without a whistle. Rögle will be happy enough with this. Just keep the puck moving, get the centre line, dump it in again, change up. It's been a really textbook display of just controlling a game the past 6-7 minutes for Rögle. They're keeping the puck, dumping it in, making line changes, not giving anything away to Malmö. No easy chances, no easy giveaways. Malmö really just don't seem to have any answers at the moment. Anton Bengtsson has it now for Rögle. Tries to find out balls, and that just goes wide. I think it hit the side netting rather than a save by Malmö Lund, although maybe doing him a disservice there. That's, yeah. Daniel Saar now has it in the corner for Rögle. He's just going to play it off the boards, back to the blue line. One more goal will kill this game for Rögle. And they've almost got it on a wraparound by Daniel Saar. Simon Reforce was trying to pick up the pieces, unable to, but the Rögle are now pushing. Coming up to 3 minutes to go in this one. That one's a good save by Malmö Lund. Shot from the blue line, but Rögle are able to control it again. There's another shot that goes wide. It actually hits the top of the net. So we're finally going to get the power break. Rögle 3-1 to the good, and with 3 minutes or so to go in this game. So looking an increasingly full-on attempt for Malmö to try and get something out of this one. No goals so far, or no additional goals so far in the other two games. So team are still 2-1 up on Vecma with about 5 minutes to go in that one. Alexander Lulua, after the flurry of goals in the second period, it's goalless in the third period. So 3-3 there, although it looks like they've got a good 6 minutes or so to go in that one. So still time for somebody to find a winner. Thomas Koller on the Malmö bench. He's got his whiteboard out, showing the players what he wants them to do, pointing to the ice behind him. We can't see the board ourselves. I'm not sure if it would make sense to me anyway, but there we are. The Malmö fans look a bit despondent. They know they're in trouble here. Having said that, if Malmö can quickly get a goal, pressure then comes back on Rögle. But Rögle has just been very confident and competent in how they've managed this one so far. Brady Ferguson in the face-off circle, so third line out there for Rögle. And they've won the face-off in the Malmö zone, so they're able to kill off a bit more time. Dennis Everby just keeping it in a corner, but Malmö are able to bring it clear. Maybe they can get something on a rush here. No, it's good defending. Good defending. That was Brandon Davidson, who shut down any space there. He's out there with Adam Engström. Puck's just got caught up. They're behind the Rögle goal, but they're not getting anywhere at Malmö. And now the puck's come out. So Malmö have pulled their goalie with 2 minutes 20 to go. They trail by 2 goals. It's now or never for them. As Matthias Thasson brings it out, dumps it off. Here come Malmö. Ooh, tried a little pass across, but that didn't work, and it's been dumped back down the other end of the ice again. Although not so far as to cause an icing. So into the final 2 minutes. Malmö seeking 2 goals to take the game to overtime. We're not getting anywhere. It's been dumped down the other end of the ice. That's going to be icing. In fact, it's waved off. So Malmö coming up into the Rögle zone, but they've just got 90 seconds left now. You can tell from the home crowd there's not much coming from them. There's not really been a push from Malmö, either on the ice or off the ice, over the past 10 minutes. Rögle look to have this one under control. They've just tying up the puck. Ooh, and now there's an opportunity. It's Adam Tambellini who's going to get on the end of it. Flings it at the net, but it goes into the side netting from a very wide angle. So 60 seconds to go. Malmö get a shot on net from deep. That's pushed aside from Refolk. Just doesn't look likely for Malmö. Maybe this time. Trying to create something short. No, deflects wide. 35 seconds left. Malmö desperately to try to get another one. There's a good screen in front of that shot, but it deflects wide. Malmö hold the zone, but they're down to 20 seconds. They're down to 15. They're trying to set something up, but they really don't have time to do that. There it is. Well, it's gone in. Fair play to them. It was a shot on net, saved initially by Refolk. But Kim Rusdahl was there right in front of him to tuck home the rebound. So they've got one back. It's Malmö 2, Rögle 3. And there are just 11 seconds to go. You see in a replay there, it was a nice bit of play. Refolk couldn't do much about that one, to be fair to him. It was a decent save. Shot came in. No, that's just really good play. Kim Rusdahl brings it with his backhand, puts it in. And that's good play. So Malmö have their timeout. So Thomas Koller has 11 seconds, well, has a minute to set up a play for 11 seconds to go in the game. Kim Lustal with the goal, which at least gives them a faint sniff of getting a point, taking the game to overtime. Pahuniemi with his 18th assist of the season. And also Adam Olles Mattsson with his 14th. Is it going to be too little, too late for Malmö? Can they create something from the final 11 minutes? Here we go. Obviously, Malmö still with the goalie pulled. They win the face-off. They dump it in. Can they set something up? Rögle are just going to tie it up. Clever, experienced play by Lem. And there it is. There's the buzzer. There's going to be some pushing and shoving at the end of it. Not too much, actually. Rögle fans leaping up and down. That's a huge win for them. It's a big win against Malmö anyway for them to win in the Malmö Arena. But given the context of where they are in the table, the two teams separated by a single point in 13th and 14th, in 11th and 12th, just ahead of 13th and 14th. That's a big win on the road for Rögle, a big 3 points for them. And as for Malmö, well, that's a bit of trouble for them, let's be honest. Christopher Riefolk gets some praise from his team. And that is it. A fairly disconsolate looking Malmö fan on the screen there. Teambro have almost completed the turnaround against Växjö. They're 2-1 up. They were 1-0 down early on. Seconds to go in that one. In fact, I think it may almost be over. Let's see. Turn the sound down just in case. There we are. Let's have a quick look. By the time I get there, it'll probably be over. Ooh, 3 seconds to go. Växjö have pulled their goalie. Looks like, yes, it's a face-off. Down Teamro's end. Robert Rosian in there for Växjö. All he can do is pull it back and see if they can get a shot on net. Here we go. Full start, full start. Was that Emil Silfgaard was trying to get in there as well. Robert Rosian does win it. It's a shot on net, but no, it doesn't get on net. It gets blocked in front. That's a big win for Teambro. They complete a 2-1 win. They all mob the goalie, and rightly so. Disappointment for Växjö, who took a 1-0 lead. That's 2 losses in a row, albeit Färjestad one was in overtime. But a big win for Teambro. Tim Ewell was the goalie, getting the credit. And that's a good win for Teambro. And then we shall just see what's going on in the other game. Leksand and Luleå. 3-3 at the moment. Oh, and just as I say that, it's a goal. Leksand have just won it with 5 seconds to go. What a turnaround. Just as I turned it on, the puck was going in the net. The crowd are going mad. What a finish to that one. Luleå, what have you done? Leksand fans are going crazy. It was number 15 for the Max Forado. That's his second goal of the game. Seconds to go. Klus had it, dropped it off. Another little drop pass. They flick it on net. It's there in front. One save, but then brilliant Max Forano just pulls it across, flips it past the goalie. Jeez, wow. What a finish to that game. What a finish to our Saturday afternoon. Coaching staff are hugging each other, leaping up and down. Saturday afternoon, Swedish Hockey League going along. Tegera Arena has absolutely exploded. Luleå have taken a timeout. They're trying to put together a play to get an equaliser, but they've only 5 seconds left. What an incredible game this one has been. 2-0 down for Leksand. They then scored twice to make it 2-2. They took a 3-2 lead through Petter Cehlarik 18 minutes into the second period. 10 seconds to go at the end of the second period. Pontus Andreasen made it 3-3. It's been goalless in the third period up until this point. But with 5 seconds to go, Max Forano with his 14th goal of the season, assist for Matt Cato and Justin Kloos, appear to have won it. Juraj Sanati is out of the Luleå net, of course. But the puck is going to be cleared, and that is going to do it. What an incredible win for Leksand. Been on a miserable run coming into it, and they have managed to turn this around. They've won it with 5 seconds to go. Crowd are going crazy. There's music going on, so I'll have to turn it off. The inquisition at the end of it for Luleå is already ongoing. They are shell-shocked from that one. Fredrik Allard gave them a lead barely 30 seconds into this game. They were 2-0 up, got it back to 3-3, and then they have lost it in the final 5 seconds. It's not been a good time of things over the past couple of months for Luleå there. Not in any disastrous position or anything, but they are very annoyed listening and reading various tweets online. Luleå fans, not a happy bunch. And that's probably, if I look at the table, I suspect that's going to push Leksand up above Luleå. They're just focusing in on their travelling fans who are in stunned silence. Exact opposite of what's going on. The white and blue of Leksand. They are leaping up and down. They cannot believe what they've just seen. Given the struggles they've had over the past 3 or 4 weeks, to come back and win that game shows a lot of character, this team. And what an exciting end to our Saturday afternoon for the Swedish Hockey League. We've seen Rögle win 3-2 away against Malmö. Timbro have come from 1-0 down to win at home 2-1 against second place Växjö. And now, how about that for a finish? Leksand scoring with 5 seconds to go to win against Luleå 4-3. A huge win for Leksand, breaking their losing streak. Luleå, what will be the fallout from this for Luleå? That is a real gut punch. But there we are. That is your Saturday afternoon in the Swedish Hockey League. There are, of course, 4 more games to come. Those games being Skellefteå against Oskarshamn at the Kraft Arena. Färjestad against Örebro, league leaders. Färjestad can extend their lead because Växjö have lost today. So Färjestad will be looking to try to cement top spot in the SHL at Lufbergs Arena. Linköping are home against Modo, and HV Hesiet at Husqvarna Garden take on the red-hot Frölunda. HV Hesiet desperate for points in 13th position. Frölunda, I believe they've won 8 in a row, definitely 7 in a row, 7 or 8 in a row. So tough task for them. But what a finish to the game. We were able to join just as the winning goal went in. Been a great afternoon of Swedish hockey. I've loved it. Hope you've enjoyed it too. If you've been watching live, thank you for watching on. If you're watching on repeat, enjoy it. I'm not sure why you would watch it on repeat, but I maybe will do a few clips from it to plug things. Tomorrow, we do have Oikor and Brynäs. I will hopefully have an opportunity to do some streaming. I may not be able to react to the whole game live, but I will be watching that tomorrow afternoon. So we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, and then more hockey over the coming week. But there we go, an exciting afternoon of Swedish hockey action. More to come. Started in about 20 minutes or so time. But that is it for me today. Thank you as always for watching on the live stream. It's Hockey with Ice on Twitter, X, and also Instagram. And you can find us, of course, hockeywithice.uk on the blog. Until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell on the YouTube channel. I am Matt. This is Hockey with Ice. And that has been a very exciting afternoon in the Swedish Hockey League.